funeral yesterday. Always a sad occasion, but it was the biggest funeral I've ever been to in my life.
How many people?
Geez, there'd be hundreds. I mean, they had the church full. This was at the Anglican Church at Ranelagh. It was for Tony Bennett, a lifelong logger down the Huon. The church was full, the hall was full, and the grounds were totally full. It was just an amazing day. I've never been to a funeral like it. You know, they had the old traditional log trucks there. They had all their big log four-wheel drives, and they had his dad's 1940s ute restored.
Wow.
And had him in the back of it. That was the hearse that they took him. And then Tony was... look, after a beautiful eulogy, I've never heard anything like it, and it was written and spoken by his girls, his daughters. It was just beautiful. The stories, you know, this family, they all had a chainsaw at 6. They all got a chainsaw and got taught to use it in their own pine plantation, lopping the lower limbs off the tiny little kids that lop the lower limbs, the medium-sized kids that get the next ones, and the adults that do the top limbs.
Oh, gosh.
It was quite amazing.
How old was he?
He was 75 or 76.
Yeah.
Too young, but, you know, as per usual, bloody cancer. Suffered away for a year or so. Like a true hero, apparently, just took it in his stride.
Yeah.
But he ended up being buried on their own property, up on the top of the farm in the original house that he was born in.
Oh, wow.
So that had burnt down in the 67 bushfires, so there was only the red brick left up there, the red brick chimney. Dug a hole in front of the chimney and buried him there. Now, even as a baby, he would have laid in front of that chimney. It was just beautiful. And he had 2 little stillborn grandchildren that were buried up there too. It was a beautiful day. And look, to Carol and the children, it was a credit to you the way you sent him on his way, I must say. It was just magnificent. If anyone wants to know how to do a funeral, ring those guys. It was awesome.
That's sort of like the circle of life. He started there and he ended his life
and just the stories. You know, this bloke, honestly, you hear about the Greens and Bob Brown loving the bush and all. They have not got a patch on that family, how much they love the bush and how much they conserve it. He's gone to the forestry during his career and said, no, we shouldn't be logging this little bit or we shouldn't be logging that little bit, rather than, you know, we're all made out to believe these loggers just go in and crash and burn everything. So far from the truth. You know, these people are true conservationists, and rest in peace, Tony Bennett.